Hello, this is Rich White with the Greenbush Education Service Center, and I wanted to do a really quick kind of resource dump for those that might be interested in taking things that are in their Opensim or Second Life environment and 3D printing them. So, a few caveats. I'm going to do this in an abbreviated way, just so that this video stays short. So there'll be a few things that if you have a question on, obviously you can Twitter me. My Twitter name is just Rich White, all one word. But so we'll kind of assume you've already downloaded the Singularity Viewer. If you haven't, it's singularityviewer.org. It allows you to export in OBJ or Collada format. And there is a quick little video by John Lester that goes through that process. So I will direct you to that video to not be redundant in terms of what I'm recording here. So you can go to that video. It actually walks you through the process of exporting something out of your Opensim grid into a either OBJ or Collada format. So once you've done that, you will want to convert that file, that Collada or OBJ file, to an STL format, and there's probably 100 options online. What I would do is go to Google and just do a OBJ or Collada to STL converter. There's several online versions. There's just a whole lot of ways to convert it. So I won't go too much into that, other than that you'll want to convert that to an STL file. And you'll want, I'm using the MakerBot replicator too, so you'll want the Makerware. You don't have to have it, but I like it. There are other options, but the Makerware is a nice tool. I've downloaded it, and I'm going to kind of go through the process of, once I've kind of showing you what this looks like, once I've created a little model, I've exported it, then I've converted it to an STL file. This is my Makerware. This is what it looks like. You can obviously get Makerware at makerbot.com/Makerware, if I hadn't said that before. So we'll add it here, add my little guy, my little STL file. And so there we have it. You can kind of see it. You can scale it down, you can turn it, move it, change your perspective, but we're going to scale it here real fast. There we go. So you see the millimeters. I've scaled it down to, now that I've scaled it, let's kind of look at it here. There we go. You can see it on the platform, and this is basically a virtual platform of the bed, of my 3D printing bed. Once I kind of get it the size I want, I will go ahead and click Make. And I'll select I have replicator too, and I want to export this to a file. I want to export this to an X3G file. It's going to ask me here in a minute, but the reason why I want to do the X3G file, because I'm going to place that file on my little SD card, and that way when I get it to plug that SD card into my MakerBot, I can select this particular thing that I want to print. So we've also got the infill and all these other options. But I'll go ahead and click Export, and I'll just call it USB cap to desktop. And obviously here's some G code, S3G, some other formats that you can export Makerware out of. Click Save. And it's going to go through the 3D printer will need kind of these slices so that as it goes across the XY axis and then up the Z, that's basically how it builds its thing, how it 3D prints it. So it's slicing it up now, it's verifying it. And so what will eventually happen is I'll end up with a file, this little thing right here, see the X3G. And what I'll do is I'll put that on my SD card, and then I'll plug that SD card into my MakerBot, and I'll select the file that I want to print, this one, and it'll go to town. So that is, in a nutshell, taking something in Opensim or Second Life and 3D printing it on the MakerBot. A quick little resource dump. So I thought I'd share that for those that are interested.